Hi, so today's group is Tutorial B, Group 1. The members are Connor Anderson, Tracy Cameron, and Sikander Jamil. Today we're going to give a presentation on the analysis of organisational culture within Amazon.
Case organization and sources of data. Organization that we will be analyzing is Amazon. What makes Amazon a good company choice to analyze is that they are a company that is used worldwide and have grown so much. They are the fastest company to ever hit $100 billion in sales in 2015. This shows that Amazon as a company believe in their culture and use their culture throughout their organization to ensure they reach the targets they aim to achieve. Amazon may also not just have one set culture within their company and will likely have aspects that correlate to different cultures. This analysis of Amazon's culture will include the use of different sources. The sources will be things that can range from company website to any journal articles to Amazon's website and any other website that can provide data or information regarding Amazon and their culture. The main culture at Amazon. The main culture at Amazon is varied, and we expected that they had a market or hierarchy type of culture. Jeff Bezos once said that to maintain the company, they have to remain vigilant and maintain a sense of urgency. This shows us that Amazon aim to be competitive and that they have a strict system in place to ensure everything goes smoothly. The environment at Amazon shows a structure in which they aim to be efficient as possible, which has helped them to be the fastest to achieve $100 billion in sales. Amazon know that as a company, they have to stay active and competitive and make sure they are at the forefront of everything. And this is why they have adopted a market/hierarchy type of culture. Artifacts, as you can see in the bottom left, the hierarchy, market, adhocracy, clan cultures that has been used against Amazon's homepage website. As you can see from the image, Amazon's website, the first thing you notice is the Black Friday week and how they have deals and promotions on their products as time limited deals, Black Friday week, and a section saying they have new deals every day. Jeff Bezos also said that you are not going to be right all the time, but I think with practice you can be right more often, and also has said the following quote as well. From this, you can see that Amazon believe in themselves and they are very structured and they know how to be efficient as possible. They aim to keep everything that they use simple so that customers can keep coming back to their website for products and any deals that are currently on and entice them to the products by lowering their price. You can also see the colors that they have used so that they can make the details stand out for customers to easily identify and know what section they want to go to. And you can also see that Jeff Bezos is identifying a quality of being a leader. He by these quotes, he is showing that you have to accept change, and if you want, and you need to accept it in order to grow within the company. This has allowed Amazon to become the company that they are today because of the quality of their leaders and the reputation they have set for themselves to ensure they have become a successful company. Values. When it comes to values, Amazon aim to hold themselves to the highest regard possible, and this is done through their leaders. The leaders within Amazon are working every day and use their values that they set in place to help them, whether it's with a new project or if it's for finding a solution to a customer's problem. According to Amazon, leaders are owners and their aim is to always have a long-term mindset and value that more than short-term results. Leaders have a set of value of making sure that no matter what they do and they carry it out to the highest standard possible and keep on improving their quality no matter what. And according to the Amazon staff as well, leaders listen attentively, speak candidly, and treat others respectfully. This shows that Amazon value their leaders, and this is how they build and earn their trust from their employees and customers and make sure they can deliver results even through setbacks. Jeff Bezos says selling at low price may undercut profits, but they create a virtuous cycle that leads over the long term to a much larger dollar amount of free cash flow and thereby to a much more valuable Amazon. And this shows that the leaders at Amazon have a long-term mindset, as mentioned before. This has become their value, and they believe by adopting a long-term mindset, it would help them achieve the goals that they want to achieve, in which they have mentioned before how they were the fastest company to hit $100 billion in sales. They trust in the rules and the values they have laid within their culture and know what it takes to succeed and have the results to show it. Assumptions. Within Amazon, they have more than 175 fulfillment centers and also have offices in which they employ more than 800,000 people overall within Amazon. Amazon have a lot of employees, and the demographic of the employees will mostly be varied. Amazon may be likely to have a variety of different ages, generations, and nationalities working within their company, showing that they are a diverse company. The culture overall throughout the fulfillment centers would most likely be market-based. This would be where all the orders, products, and packages are dealt with. So within this area, there will be a lot of the leaders delegating to their employees and setting targets and making sure that they're meeting the target deadlines and achieving the results that they are after, which would make the environment and the culture within the workplace competitive. Leaders will produce this competitive environment so that they can trust their employees to achieve their results and keep pushing the standards higher, but would also introduce a hierarchy culture too, as they would have procedures in place from the leaders that would make the employees be efficient as possible. The market and hierarchy culture would also transfer over to the offices, as they would also have results to meet which would be set by their employers, thus creating the workplace to be competitive. Also within the office workplace, there may also be a hierarchy culture. This could be as the leaders will have a set structure and rules as their belief that they want their employees to follow and make sure that all the procedures are being carried out as effective as possible.
Types within Amazon. Amazon is first and foremost is a market-oriented culture with its main focus to be competitive within the market operates by getting the job done. It also mixes with elements of the hierarchy culture, with the structure being heavily controlled and monitored, with a large focus on working efficiently and on time. Amazon's mix of market and hierarchy cultures can be described by some employees by being very intensive corporate culture with taking emotional and sometimes physical tolls on employees. There's many accounts of employees saying that Amazon is very heavily performance driven to ensure the job is being done efficiently and quickly. This culture means there is little time for a clan type to operate within Amazon, with staff being more micromanaged and less time to work in teams and mentor each other. This even has a bigger effect on autocracy, with little individual liberties needed to be taken by employees to innovate and come up with new ideas to achieve their goals.
So if we look at the whole organisation with regards to appropriate interventions for Amazon, the kind of sort of the current pandemic at the moment kind of obviously reveals that it would be unsuitable to have a kind of large gathering of people. So kind of recommendation or suggestions is to have a sort of kind of consultative committee that Amazon could consider. This approach enables employees to express thoughts and feelings, realising their potential within the organisation, and it also aligns well with interventions at every level within Amazon. This also gives management the opportunity to collect data from large-scale sample sizes, providing insight into thoughts and feelings of employees, and possibly how to manage culture and implement change, along with helping with long-term strategies. And as with any intervention, communication is key throughout the whole process. And at team level, we identified that Amazon is a market culture. Therefore, a competition-based intervention would be choice for this level, such as workshops where the team are working to targets. This will be achieved by separating into different teams where employees have not worked together before. This enables teams to be cohesive and learn to work efficiently within a new subculture. The key individuals within these sort of interventions is HR, human resources, because they'll be setting goals, performance appraisals, reward systems, and quite an important factor of managing people's stress and well-being, especially through the current sort of pandemic we're having. And also unions, trade unions, they can help employees better understand how changes and interventions will impact on the employment rights. But I think going back to the sort of key thing that communication is key with all these sort of interventions.
Challenges of culture change in Amazon. At Amazon, the culture they mainly present as a market hierarchy culture. Market culture mainly is based around results and achieving your targets and sets a competitive environment within the workplace. Within Amazon, this is their main culture. This is because the leaders would have, as mentioned before, set targets and goals that they want their employees to achieve and would create a competitive environment, but would also include factors from the hierarchy culture. This would be, as also mentioned before, that the leaders would have a set structures and procedures in place that they would want their employees to follow and be efficient, and this would help the performance within the workplace benefit, but would also create a competitive environment which could have a negative impact on employees that may not adapt to the environment, which could produce a challenge for Amazon within the workplace. For Amazon to overcome this challenge, they could introduce a subculture within their workforce. This could help improve the environment at the workplace and could benefit the employees and the leaders too. Amazon could adopt the clan culture for their workplace. This could be a challenge as it would not seen as a culture through the leaders. So training should be provided to the leaders on how to best implement the culture in which they can also receive results as they already were. Leaders could use the training they have received and be able to use that training to connect with their employees. Working at Amazon is seen as taking a physical toll on the employees and could also have a negative impact on their motivation. They could select key factors from the clan culture that they believe would help the environment and help employees into making the workplace a more comfortable and suitable environment. The leaders could try and introduce a family type environment which would lead them to connect with employees more personally and support them, and could introduce carrying out group tasks as training which could improve efficiency at the same time and would also help employees to trust each other while also trusting the leaders, and could lead to an increase on better performance and improve the culture within the organization, and would also have a positive impact on the employees and decrease employee turnover.
So if we look at recommendations and conclusions for Amazon, going by the research we've carried out, the current culture of Amazon is market, and it really should remain as it is because this is how they've remained successful while still dominating the shopping market. But this is not to say that certain subcultures can't be introduced into Amazon. For example, incorporating a mixed culture for clan culture within the fulfillment centres. This could maybe increase productivity with quicker picking times for orders, which means delivery times for customers would increase, obviously ultimately increasing profits for Amazon. But for Amazon being such a big organisation, it's really hard to try and change the culture within it. So it's quite a big challenge for someone to do it.